Due to tardiness and absences, schools are losing money that could go to funding their school and improving school activities. This could be solved by giving students late passes or pushing the start of school back. Our surveys have shown that about 4 to 8 students are tardy in one class on a daily basis, and 8 to 12 of those students are absent.
We also believe that since students are truant and absent, that it affects their homework and classwork.
A solution to our problem of tardiness could be that if we push the time to 8:20, the kids that walk will have an extra 20 minutes to get to school, which could be a good gap for them so they won't be late. Usually because kids that are late from 5 to 15 minutes. And another solution is to give some student late passes, and the late passes would depend on how far they live and what type of transportation that they have. For example, if they walk, they could get 3 to 4 late passes depending on how far they live. And if they drive, they could get 1 or 2 late passes depending on where they live and how long it takes them to get to school.
Some cons to our solution are that people will just wake up later and still be late to school. Students will also think that school starts later so they can sleep in more, so it will cause them to oversleep more and to be late. With this solution, school will get out later than usual, which students may not like because they spend more time in school. Some pros are that students that use this the right way will get to school on time and not be tardy. Since teachers don't teach in the beginning of class, it'll be better if the time is pushed back, and since school is starting later, it will give teachers more time to prepare lessons and be able to tutor students.
Pros and cons solution number 2. Pros are by giving kids late passes for being tardy to school, depending on their form of transportation and how far they live, kids will be excused from being marked truant and tardy. This will help because a lot of students here walk to school on a daily basis, and some of them live far from the school. Some cons are by giving students late passes. Some may abuse the late pass and use it as a get-out-of-jail-free card, and they will be late just to be late and use the tardy pass to show that they walk to school so they aren't marked truant and tardy. How many students on average are late on Mondays?
On Mondays, I would say probably anywhere between 5 and 8.
Do you think pushing the time back school starts will help with tardiness?
I do think it will help with tardiness on Tuesdays through Friday. Yeah.
What day of the week are students most tardy?
It's a good question. I feel like it's I feel like it's Friday. Yeah.
On average, how many students are absent every day?
Throughout all
your classes?
All my classes, I would say anywhere between 8 to 12 students are absent.
All right, there you go. How do you get to school every day?
I take a Uber every morning to school.
How many days out of the week are you late to school?
I come late to school every single day of the year.
Does being late affect your schoolwork and grades?
Being late does not affect my schoolwork and grades because I still get my work turned in. And in the beginning of class, we usually don't do anything. The teacher's setting up, so I have time to get the extra sleep.
The best solution we came up with is to push time school starts back. The time we came up with is to start at 9 every day, but there is no late starts on Monday. This will help students with tardiness because students will have a chance to come to school later, and students that are usually late will be on time to school.
Action plan. We call to action the administration and staff of Los Altos High School. We plan to convince the administration and staff by showing them our plan and letting them debate amongst themselves whether this plan is good or not. The current policy is Mondays, school starts at 8:45 in the morning, and on the rest of the week, we start at 8 in the morning. We believe this is the most effective way of having a positive effect on daily tardiness and absences.